everybody, this is Melanie. Welcome back to Crafting Chaos with Melanie. I hope everybody's doing good today. In today's video, I want to show you some new products that I got from Catherine Pooler Designs, and we are going to make a one-layer card. I feel like sometimes we are so, especially as crafters, it's like the more complicated we can get, the better. Sometimes you can make a beautiful card or a beautiful scrapbook page or whatever you're doing and it be one layer. So we are going to truly make a one layer card today. So first of all, I want to say happy 10 years to Catherine Pooler Designs. She is celebrating 10 years with her own company, so kudos to her on that. I think that's fantastic. She is just a fantastic person to watch. Her team is fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them. And as far as the quality of the products, you guys know how much I love them because I use something of hers in pretty much every video, whether it be inks or stamps or whatever. Her sequence mixes, I love Catherine Pooler. So let me tell you what she did. She took some stamps and dies and things over the early part of the 10 years and they revamped them and they modernized them. Made them new again, let's say that. And I got one bundle, and I think there are 4 bundles. And what's so cool is so much of these bundles I have the older versions of, and it just so happens this bundle I have the older versions of, and I think it's going to be cool to compare. So at the heart of this one is the pretty prints, and this is beautiful pattern paper. I'm just going to go through the patterns really quick. Look at that, how stunning. I love these. That's beautiful. And then we have, are you kidding me with that? Beautiful. And I've already cut into this, the polka dots. And then we have the beautiful floral and the pinstripes. And this reminds me of wallpaper or something back in the 80s almost, kind of like the wallpaper. Maybe it's the color with the little ducks on it that are making a comeback, believe it or not. And I think we are repeating. We are. So what you get in the paper pack is 24 sheets. Yep, 8 unique designs, 24 sheets. So you get 3 of each pattern. And as always, on the front, her inks she lists. So in this collection, it's Sparkling Berry. We got Apricot. And we got Mandarin Spice, Honeycomb, Seafoam, and On the Lake. And I'll tell you what's so cool about these colors, just to set, even looking at the color wheel that I use so much, I probably wouldn't have brought these colors together. And they're beautiful. This one really shows it. This one has every color in it, I do believe. It's got the honeycomb and the, what is the other? Apricot. It's got the Mandarin Spice, On the Lake, in the park, not in the park, Seafoam. Isn't it beautiful? Sparkling berries in the background. It's so pretty, so pretty. All right, so those are the inks. Let's just put that to the side. All right, let's start with the stamps. Well, let's see here. Okay. All right, let me show you the products, and I'm going to show you some things I made, and then we're going to make some one-layer cards. Okay, this is Happy Birthday To, and this is a remake. So this is Happy Birthday, birthday wishes, wishing you a birthday as wonderful as you are. And then these are designed to go up here at the top of it. All right, so you have bestie, husband, sister, brother, mom, son, belated, daughter, wife, aunt, niece, uncle, mom, friend, nephew, grandpa, teacher, grandma, bonus, dad, in-law, and cuz. So you have a bonus mom, bonus dad, dad-in-law, mother-in-law. So love this stamp set. Now, you also have dies with this, and I love these dies. These dies layer. So this right here cuts that out, and you have room up here. You have room up here to put your sentiment, and then you can layer it with this beautiful, look at this, and it's got the detailed work. I love this. And then in this, in true CP fashion, she doesn't just leave it there. She gives you banners. I love these banners. To me, what I'm showing you today is something that you can use everywhere in your crafting. You can use it in card making. It is gorgeous for stamping, for your scrapbooks, for notebooks. These right here are beautiful book plates in my opinion. I think these would be gorgeous under photos or saying stuff. I'll show you what I did. This right here is designed to cut the birthday out. So you can do the birthday in another color and just put it right back there. That's so cool. See, they're so well thought out. Now, let me show you something even cooler. This is where that come from. This is the original. Look how used this is. Look at this. I mean, you can't even tell what it says. I've used it so often. And I'm going to tell you something. It stamps just as good as it ever has. And I'm going to show you that. Right here it is. I stamped it out. This is the older one. Happy birthday to my brilliant, fabulous, amazing, and I put brother. This one says, wishing you a birthday as wonderful as you are. So, you know, it's different, but similar. I like that. So there's that. And these, there we go. I have samples of these, so I'll show you in just a few minutes, okay? Alright, and then we have this, and I love this. This is the floral. This is called Absolute Favorite Florals. Look at these, how beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love these. And I did stamp some of these out for you, just so you could see. They're not finished. I just wanted to show you how beautiful these stamps are. Aren't these gorgeous? And the leaves. Oh my goodness, these leaves are beautiful. Look at those. They have the little vines in them. I love them. Let's see, that one goes there. And then I have this one. So I think that's all the stamping that I did on this one. It is. And this one says, you're supremely superb, best friend ever. You're my absolute favorite. And then here you have X's, like little X hashes. And here you have dots. And I do have the original of that. Look. This one says, you're a wonderful friend. You're amazingly amazing. You're lovely. And these are the florals with this. And I did stamp those out. Yeah, now this stamping's not great. But you see, see the florals, how different? They're different but similar. And this one says, you're amazingly amazing and you're a wonderful friend. See? So they're different. Similar but different. Okay. Alright, so we have this one. Let me show you what I made with that. Well, I can't show you yet because there's still one more product that I used. And this right here is a 3-step stencil set. And this is called Dreamy Damask Layers. This came from a stamp, a rubber stamp. And I have that stamp, but for the life of me, I don't know. Hang on one second. Let me double check real quick. Well, I'll be darned. I found it. It was originated from this rubber stamp. See how old this is? Look, this is the old packaging. Wow. So let me show you this. So here's a card that I made using the stencil background. Look at this, how pretty. I used the florals, and then I used that stamp set, and see how delicate and beautiful that layer is right there. Isn't that a gorgeous card? Guys, this card took no time to make. That's what I love about these products. It doesn't take long to make a gorgeous card, and I'm a simple card maker. Now, you have people out there who, you know, does all the flips and twists and stuff. I'm a simple card maker. I always have been. But I think this is beautiful from all the layering, and it's very kind of monochromatic with a little pop. I did pull in some different colors here. I pulled in sangria and sugar lavender. and that is the Sparkling Pear. And I pulled these in because on the color wheel, these go with this color collection that we're using. So there's that. Something else I made, I always keep a little notebook in my purse. So this is a little notebook. I cut the paper to fit. So I'll tell you, 1 6x6, I cut it like 4.5 tall, and then 3 and 3. So I cut it in half, and then I just trimmed a little bit off. So it fits fairly good, and that's all that is. And I will drop this right in my purse. But do you see that? All that is I used it as a book plate, like a book plate, and I just wrote on it. So this die set right here is just a staple. Now I chose this. I think all the collections are beautiful, and I will have those linked. You'll be, go peruse it and see what ones you like. I got this one because I know I will use this all the time. This will be something that I gravitate towards. I love flowers. I love the floral. I absolutely love this background. I think that is beautiful. And as you saw previously with this stamp set, the original one, I have used and used and used it. So it'd be cool to have the companion to that. All right, there is one more product that I didn't use that I want to show you. And that is the Lattice Love cover plate. So this is a cover plate, and I cut it out. So let's see here. Do you see that? Oh, this is so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Let's get, well, that doesn't even do it justice. I need a solid sheet of cardstock, y'all. Let's see. Let's see what we got down here. Ah, here we go. Look at that, how pretty. Oh, and this came from the rubber stamp, from a stamp of approval. If you know, you know. You've been around a long time. This is, I don't think this said the name. No, I don't think this says the name, but it is the Lattice. This is the Lattice. So if you see it, they took it. See? I just stamped that out. So this is that print, but they've made it bigger. So they've scaled it up a little bit. Isn't that cool? I love how she reinvented these. I think it's beautiful. I think it's unique. Using this, I would probably cut out 2 and double them up and just use it as a background. Look at that, how gorgeous. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so pretty. All right, so let's make a 1-layer card. All right, this is multi-layers. Look at all this layering. I'm going to show you how easy it is just to get a stamp set and just go to town with it. All right, and that is what we're going to do. So let me clear this off really quick. We're going to use this one, and we're probably going to use that one, and the rest of it we are not using because this is a 1-layer card, right? Okay, so I have my card bases here. So I'm going to get card base. And what am I going to use? Let's use our, this is the Sizzix Stamp and Spin Tool. I love this. I use it all the time. It is a little bit big, so it's probably going to go out of screen, but I'm going to go ahead and just put this card where we can see it here. I'm going to go right on that line right there. I will link this, guys. I love this. I use this all the time. Now it is, you do have to buy these little sheets here to make it sticky, but they last such a long time. What I love about this is I can stamp anywhere I want. It can be a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and the different tools that it comes with for this right here, because this comes right off. So that's so cool. All right, so the first thing I want to do is my sentiment, and we're going to build around the sentiment. Okay, so we are going to go with wishing you a wonderful birthday. Let's put this right here. Okay. All right, now, what color do we want to do this in? Let's do On the Lake. I love this color. This is such a beautiful blue. Okay. Now, we're going to do several one layer cards today. So with this stamp set, you get a lot of, I guess you would say, accoutrements. So wishing you a birthday as wonderful as you are. So who are we wishing? Let's do brother, because my brother has a birthday coming up. All right. Let's put this in here. I'm coming in. It may not be perfectly straight. That's okay. It's handmade. Look at this cute pencil that I got. Love the school supplies. I always go and buy some. So let's just do brother. And I'm going to do that in the same color. Just love tap. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring in some yellow and mandarin. So we are going to be bringing in, what do we have here? I like this. Let's go around with this right here. So let's just open this up. We probably don't need that, so let's just do this. And we're just going to go and just make a bunch of little stars on this. Oh, it's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Are you kidding me with this? So let's go down here and go down here. And what I'm doing, whenever you're doing a background, this is pretty much going to turn into a background. You kind of want to make a V. So here, here. So we're going to go here. Isn't this pretty? I love this, guys. This is a cute card. And wait till you see what we do next. Because we have all this color, and I feel like we need a neutral in here to kind of tone it down a little bit. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do this with the mandarin. Look at that. I think this is so cute. All right, so now what do we have that we could take in between that? Let's see here. I love this dot, but I don't really want all that, so that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do the dot. So let's go on here. What does this look like? I'm going to bring in macchiato. We're going to see what this looks like. My macchiato needs to be. Nope, that is not what I'm looking for. No, 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 no. Let's go with the spirals. Let's do the spirals. And let's go in with honeycomb. So see, you can make one layer cards by just adding. Do you see that? In between here, that's all I'm doing is little squiggles. This is light. This color is not very vibrant, which I kind of like because it kind of tones it down a little bit. I got a lot going on. Also, I think like a dot would be pretty, like black dots. I think that would be pretty. Oh, I love this. Okay, what do you think? All right, so there's card number 1. Okay, there's card number 1. Look at that. That is a 1-layer card. Look at, that is a beautiful card, and it looks dimensional. It's because we use different colors, and it just looks to me like those elements are coming right off that. And this is a flat card, easy to mail. Stick it in the mail and let it go. All right, let's go to number 2. Now this one I'm going to do more girly. Let's go more girly, right? More feminine. Feminine. All right, so best friend ever, your support supremely superb. You're my absolute favorite. Let's go. I love this. You're supremely superb. Let's go right there in the middle. Okay. Now we are going to go with what colors do we want to go with? I think I'm going to bring in some sugar lavender and sangria. These go with, if you want to add to your colors, get the color wheel. Sparkling berry, these are our red violets. So you can see I have sparkling berry, sugar, lavender, and sangria. I also brought in wintergreen. If you come right here, wintergreen and seafoam complement each other. And then the new Glacier. And Glacier complements the On the Lake. Alright, so I just brought in some more colors. So let's go with sugar lavender. No. We're going to go with Glacier. Glacier is a very gorgeous, oh my gosh, this color is gorgeous. Look at that. That S didn't go very good. Ugh. Now, when you're making a one layer card, I do recommend, if you have a stamping platform, I would use it. That way, if you have to go over it a couple of times, you can do that. A stamping platform is not necessary. But I do love mine. Okay, so let's go in with this. We're going to go here with it. And we're going to go in with sparkling berry. Okay. Now, I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to do another one. Okay. All right, this is a layered stamp set. So I'm going to get this middle layer, and this is where my pencil is going to come in. And you can see on here, you have little points. I don't know if you can tell that, but you can tell it if you have the stamp set. So what I'm looking for is those little points. Okay, I think it's this way. Guys, I've got to get my head in here. And you know what? If you don't get it exactly, that is okay. But I think I did pretty good. Let's see. Now I'm going to bring in a yellow. I'm going to bring in apricot. It's almost perfect. Not quite, but almost. We'll go with it. Alright, so now let's go up here. Do the same. Let me find it. So I'm looking for that little divot. And that's right there. Okay. Now, if you gotta, I'm not directly over top of it, so. Yeah, this one went much better. Look, I got that one perfect, guys. Look at that. Perfecto. Let me show you a little secret. This is so cool. Alright, so let's get a blending pen. This is a blender pen. And I'm just going to come off and see. And I'm going to take apricot. That's what we used. And I'm just going to get that on my blending pen. And I'm just going to come in here and do the whites. And there you go. Problem solved. Tombow blender pen. Love this. Okay, now we need some leaves, don't we? So let's see what we got. All right, there's a couple of things you could do here, okay? Let me show you. We could mask these off and do your leaves to where they're coming out. And I almost think that one, I don't really want that big. Or we can just go with the flow. And I think I'm going to go with the flow. Let's see. Let's do one here. Let's do one here and here. All right, so let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to take our seafoam. I hope this is really inky. It's really not. And I'm going to take my towel and I'm going to take that part off. Okay, let's see what we got here. And then I'm going to come in here and do that. Oh, that's perfect. Did you see what I did there? Okay, so let's do that again. Now, this is a little bit fair. I should have re-inked these, but I'm going to go with it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking my towel and I'm just marking off this part right here. I don't want that in it. Okay? So we're going to come up here and we're going to do the same thing. I love that. That looks so good. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Do the same thing. I'm just going to take it off and we are going to go right there. Okay. All right. That was pretty good, wasn't it? All right, now I want to put some accent flowers here. I'm bringing in the florals, right? So let's bring in, I like this one right here. Let's bring in this one. And we are going to bring in honeycomb. Actually, let's bring in mandarin. I think mandarin would be so pretty. And we are just going to just put them wherever we feel like we need them. Okay, now let's bring in a little yellow. So we're going to bring in this little flower. Guys, I could go all day. I could all day with these. This is where I usually go too far. I usually go too far with these. Ooh, this is pretty. You can't really see this yellow. But it's there. It is there. Isn't that pretty? I think that's so pretty. It's very delicate. All right, I think I'm done with that. Let's see, should we do a few more leaves maybe? Should we? Should we bring in a leaf? No, I'm not. I'm not going to do any more leaves. All right, so now we have these right here, and you want to bring in just subtleness. Let me show you this. This is so cool. So take a color. Let's take On the Lake. Now this is a bold color. Let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to take On the Lake, and I'm just going to stamp off. Right? And then I'm just going to come over here and stamp. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm going to come right here and stamp again. That's it. So let's go up here to the top. And let's do the same. There you go. This is gorgeous. All right. And just like that, we have completely flat one-layer cards, which we very rarely do. And then we have this gorgeous card where I just layered everything up. I am going to be doing some shorts with this collection. And next week we are going to get started on our beach album. So that is exciting. And then we are going to be doing a recipe album. So I have a full on schedule, and I'm excited to get it started. So as always, all these products will be listed down below. You got the lattice, and you have the stencil, the birthday, the dies, and of course the beautiful papers. I hope you liked this video. Give me a like and subscribe if you did. Let me know if you make any of these. And if you noticed, if you watched my last video, 2 nails have fallen off, the saga of the nails. So 2 have fallen off. I'm okay with that. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye.